Hello, guys. Good morning. This is Ink Pocket. At least now we get to see a face of behind the cool name. Yeah, so today, on a sad note, we are going to be covering a developing story that has been going on since yesterday morning. Unfortunately, two lives were lost in Kabwe, and I'm here to give you a simple update. So now, uh, first of all, excuse my small setup and the noisy background, but I'm sure I'm audible enough for you guys to at least get the story and at least get the details of the developing story coming from the Central Province, which is Kabwe. So first of all, I would like to mention uh, I've been seeing a lot of sources, meaning that I've been getting a lot of information from different tabloids, so to say. SPJ, I'm familiar with SPJ, who is, I'm sure, is a worker at Prime TV doing a good job. Sure. So we are covering the story of Gladness Nambuka and the 26-year-old Madam Michelo, who happened to be the house help um, where she was working, where she was found dead, and together with Gladness Nambuka, who were murdered on 8, 8th of August between the hours of 8 hours to somewhere 18 hours. So now, basically what happened, uh, the news which is circulating is that the two were left home after their families went to church. They were left home for to do some other things, but then when the family apparently returned from the church service, which happened to be around 18 hours, the two were nowhere to be found. So the family began searching for them. They tried to like call their phones, and their phones went unanswered. Further searching revealed that there were some disturbances in the house, and then it so happened that there were some blood spatters, and someone tried to clean up the crime scene after they did the murders. So they found some um, blood-stained towels and some blankets which I'm sure were hidden somewhere, and then and the trail of blood which led to the shallow well, which was just a few feet from the main house. And then when they tried to when they looked inside the shallow well, that's when someone spotted the blankets which weren't supposed to be there. So the further inspection revealed that the two bodies were thrown in the shallow well. That's when they called the police, but they called the fire brigade, and then they retrieved the bodies. They found that there were some cuts, uh, there were some objects used to murder the victims, and sadly, one of them, which who is Gladness Nambuka, happened to be a nurse. She was studying midwifery, and the other one, the 26-year-old Michelo, Patricia, was their house help. and they were murdered in cold blood. So the matter was reported to police by the father of Patricia Nambuka, and then six firefighters came in and they helped him to retrieve the bodies, and the bodies were later deposited at Kabwe Central Hospital, and then pending postmortem and further examinations. So, according to Central Police Province Police Commanding Officer Lemekanchirwa, police received two reports of suspected murder at Kabwe Central Police Station yesterday around 12 hours from 50-year-old Charles Yellow of Luangwa Extension. So the name is Charles Yellow of Luangwa Extension. So I'm gonna read the full report here and see from Kalemba. I'm going to read the full report here from Kalemba, which will help you guys at least get the full story, and then maybe as we await the development from this story, we can at least have some divergent views and maybe try to intercept the outcome. So Kalemba here writes, death robs Kabwe family of student midwife house help. A family in Kabwe is dealing with overwhelming grief following the gruesome deaths of two family members, a student midwife and house help, whose bodies were found dumped in a shallow well at their home in Luangwa Extension. Everything seemed normal for the family on Saturday morning until they left home around 07:30 hours for church, leaving behind two 20-year-old Gladness Nambuka, a second-year student at Kabwe School of Nursing studying midwifery, and the 26-year-old Patricia Michelo, a house help. Before leaving the before leaving, the two had informed the family that they had other programs to attend to. Before leaving, the two had informed the family that they would not make it to church because they had other programs to attend to. But when the family returned home around 18:30 hours, Nambuka and Michelo were nowhere to be found as their phones were also unreachable, prompting the family to start looking for them around the residence. The search for the two women later turned horrifying when a trail of blood was discovered at the premises. According to the information gathered by Kalemba, family members noticed blankets hidden behind a poultry structure, one of which had what appeared to be a large amount of blood on it. A bathing towel and a piece of clothing were also found with blood stains. Further inspections led them to a shallow well where more blankets were noticed. And inside the approximately 6-meter deep well were the lifeless bodies of Nambuka and Michelo. Kabwe Fire Brigade was later called in, and six firefighters led by firefighters Chambuela Richard were dispatched to the residence. The firefighters successfully retrieved the bodies from the well before handing them over to the police. So, guys, that's the story there, and we are still following this developing story, and we sure we'll keep you more updates. More updates are still coming, so we'll keep you updated for as these stories keep on developing. Um, Please do follow, share, and we'll keep you updated. And surely the details are still coming for these study notes. We send our condolences to the families and wish them well in this trying time as they are mourning their losses. Thank you so much. We'll keep you updated as the story keeps on developing. Thank you.